Hi everyone, welcome to Paper Wishes Thursday vlog. I am Lene Gehrig, and today I am very excited to bring you Country Chic Paper Pack by Hot Off the Press. And I'll get to that in just a second and what's included in that, but first I want to start off with the scrapbook page. This uses Country Chic Paper Pack, but I wanted to show, before I got into some other projects, that not only is it lacy and pretty, but also you can do some great masculine themed projects with this. So for this particular page, I used a border stamp from Darkroom Door. This one they call Cogs, so it has lots of gears and cogs in it. And it is a long one. It's like over 11 inches long. It's 11.8 inches long by 2.2 inches wide. So if you're going to use this, you're going to need to get the coordinating stamping block that goes with that. And it was really easy to use. After getting used to using a stamping platform, I was a little nervous about doing that, going back to the stamping block. But you know what? Just one inked stamp, one inked image, and it just took the ink and the image really, really well. So I only had to stamp this once here, and it was good to go. And then the next product I used from 49 and Market was the laser cut shapes, and this one is called Timeless, and I used this collection right here, and I just punched those out and then just used the surface of an ink pad to color just the surface of it. And if you can see, if you can get closer there, the edges of it are still that natural color, which I like. It kind of adds a little bit of a dimension there. So a quick and easy page to put together, some tearing and some sort of gears and cogs, and that was easy to do. So let's take a look at what you get inside of Country Chic Paper Pack. So it's got wonderful barn wood and some stencil and lace features to that. This is my favorite one. It's got different shades of greens and aquas and tans. Another stenciled element with some sort of a robin's egg blue. This one also has a stenciled, it's like a linen print with a stenciled edge. And this is such a beautiful linen print with lace. And then polka dots, which is always good to have. And then of course on the back, they're double-sided, so you've got another stenciled print, some beautiful antique script writing, another painted barnwood, chicken wire, another chicken wire, then this one is over sort of vintage newsprint, and then the vintage newsprint. So you get 2 of each one of these, okay? And so you get 12 coordinating papers, 2 of each design. And I love that they're, the different textures and colors that you can use with this. So let's get on to some more projects here. Okay, so with this particular card, this not only uses the Country Chic Paper Pack, but it also uses a new die from Hot Off the Press. It's the With Love wreath, and I used a little bit of metallic gold paper behind this to do both the flower and the birds and the greeting. And then I did a couple of little sparklets right there, little crystals to add a little sparkle. So that one's fun to use. And then another scrapbook page. And with this particular one, I used flowers, both white and craft color ones, also from 49 and Market. And then these great dazzles, these are lace and doily dazzle stickers, and they come in this pack featuring all different colors. I used the white ones. So you can see I used them layering here in the corner and here, and then the love right here. But they also come in silver and gold and black, so lots to use there. Added more sparklets, which are just my favorite elements. I also have a card here featuring another new Hot Off the Press cutting die. This is the window cutting die, the lacy window right here. And I went ahead and cut this one out of one of the sort of the blue barnwood Country Chic paper, and let me show you how I assembled this. I kind of looked at this one and thought I wanted to have some perspective of it, of looking, because there's a window box here on the outside, and I wanted to have the perspective of looking inside the window. So that meant we needed to have some background. So I put some of the linen paper here as a background. The barnwood would be the outside of the house, and then the barnwood window. And then it's got these lacy curtains. So I just took my little scissors and then I die cut this out of the brown linen paper with the stencil on it, and I just did a little bit of cutting there to cut out the lace. There we go. Ah. Okay, and then you just cut away each section there. All right, and then there we go, got that aligned. And then I just use my Cosmic Shimmer specialist acrylic glue because it has this great tip there for applying it to small areas, which I love. And I just went ahead and put a few dabs of glue there. And then aligned this lace over the first lace. There we go. All right, so that's how you change that color there. And then the next step is, I didn't bring this die with me, but this cute little cat is from Cats cutting die from Hot Off the Press. And I just put a little foam tape on the back of that, put the cat right here, and then went ahead and added the flowers from 49 and Market and a few white jewel border dazzles. And if you can see here, I added one thin one along the top edge, and then I double layered some down at the bottom. And then the Sending Hugs, this is from Creative Expressions, one of their mini sentiment dies. Okay, so we'll check that out. Let's do another card. All right, so this card, using some products from Darkroom Door. I love the chicken wire stamp, like that. And what I did with this was, I used this Torn Edge rectangle cutting die from Gemini and Crafter's Companion Gemini. And what I did was, I just cut two. This one's out of the brown chicken wire. This one's out of the white barn wood from Country Chic. And I stamped the chicken wire here. And then also from Darkroom Door, they have this great small stencil, and I believe this one is called Carved Flowers. And let me show you how this worked. Okay, so we're gonna just take the mat off here. And then what I did was, I went ahead and overlapped the flower here. And then I took a little stencil tape. You could also use washi tape. And I just tacked that right down. And then I used my stylus and pads to do a little inking here. This is the green and yellow cat eye ink pad set. And initially I just tried to use the surface like I usually do, but these are kind of tight in here. So I decided I'd better use the stylus instead. Okay, and you just add a little color there. First I added the lighter green, and then the darker green, using just the same stylus pad. Then I just added elements of darker green to that. Okay. Then I went and switched out those pads. That's what I love about these old school stylus, is that you can just switch out those pads like this, and then they snap back on, and they're not, oh, nice little mark there. They're not gonna go anywhere. They're really stuck on there really well. All right, so the next color I used was sort of an ochre yellow, and I added that to the petals. There we go. All right, and then I went back and just added a little touch of green to the ends of those petals, just to give it a little color variance and a little depth there. All right. And then I'm going to add a little bit more right across the top of the stem. All right, now finally, I'm going to add a little copper to the center here. This is the Basics ink pad set. Okay, and just at the top, a little copper. Oops, there we go. And I should also mention, from the Basics ink pad set, I used the black, which is right under the copper, and use that to stamp the chicken wire. All right, there we go. All right, there we have it. Nice country flower. And then I cut from the dark chicken wire. I also cut Just For You, which is a mini expressions from Creative Expressions, greeting, and then a couple more sparklets, of course, and a little country gingham red ribbon. So you can find the full supply list for each one of these if you click on the link for the Country Chic paper pack, and you can see all the supply lists. So make sure you check out our money saver, which is on the right side of the screen, also on the links within the vlog. And if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you check out the links in the description, click on those for the money saver, as well as the link to paperwishes.com to see some more great goodies that we have there for you. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next week.